Why am I eating now? A girl's gotta eat. Gotta nourish the body, gotta nourish the brain, you know how. As a matter of fact, I think one of our candidates should be here in another couple of seconds. Oh. Is that them now? Hold on. That might be them. Okay, how do I look? Do I look alright? Earrings good. Clothing good. Okay, alright. Alright, just act natural. I'll take care of everything. Okay, we got this. Excuse me. Oh, yes. Welcome, first of all. We are very happy to see you here. Are you here for an appointment?
Hi, is this Lady Nicole of the Commonwealth Society?
Yes, this is she.
Oh, how wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to apply for your art school, and I brought my portfolio with me. I hope that this is the right place to give a review.
Oh, you've come to the right place, darling. You have.
Okay, yes, my name is Charlene Nicolette Nickelback.
Okay, Charlene and Nicolette Nickelback. Yep, I see you right here.
Okay, thank you. I have my artwork right here, and I sure hope you like them.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Charlene. We appreciate you arriving here on time. And feel free to have a seat. We'll go ahead and get started with the process immediately. Now, a little bit more about us. You may have heard of yours truly already. My name is Lady Nicole of the prestigious and famous Candi Art Society. We are the most prestigious art society here on planet Candi, where our current students always go to bed as amateurs and wake up as world-renowned artists, finding future careers within museums, within fashion shows, within art history museums, all the way through philanthropy and more. Today's students are tomorrow's billionaires. 'Cause who said that art couldn't make a buck or two? Am I right? Anyway, Miss Charlene Nickelback, I would also like to proudly introduce you to our most highest esteemed art associate. They'll be working alongside me today through the application process, so do not feel intimidated one bit as we scroll through your portfolio. Once we go through the whole portfolio and interview process alongside you, we'll go ahead and scope for feedback between the two of us, and we will finally determine if you are eligible for our highest and most esteemed art school. How does that sound? Fantastic. All right. Well, first of all, I'm going to be typing a couple notes right now, and I'll be exchanging a couple words with my dear associate. So first of all, what first persuaded you to get into art? Oh yes, art has definitely played a role in each and every one of us within our childhood. I completely agree. Was there any sort of memory that first sparked your imagination to get extra creative into artwork? Okay, so you started off with stick figures at the age of 3. Okay, so a little bit more on the amateur side, but we can see that there is a lot of potential there, from stick figures all the way to the highest of Renaissance paintings. Am I right? Okay, then you went through with different art classes in school. Okay, what were some of your top projects when you were taking art classes in your school? Okay, so still life art, charcoal art, okay, painting, and what is the main medium you use now? Ink and colored pencil. Oh, interesting. How did you transfer the mediums you used while you were in school to the mediums you use right now? Okay. Alright, do you mind if I speak a few words with my associate about that? Because I think that is quite interesting. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it looks like they have quite a bit of a beginning in the art industry already. As soon as they said things about the stick figures, I knew they had some potential, because any person that starts off with stick figures can lead to. Would you agree with that? Definitely. And I think moving on by trying all these different kinds of mediums, I think they're already heavily well educated, because those who specifically work with paintings can rise to be the most highest and most profitable artists in any kind of industry they choose. See, you're learning from me already, dear. Okay, so thank you very much, Miss Nickelback. That is wonderful to hear. Now, before we take a look at your artwork some more, could you tell us a little bit of a story on how you approached the current medium you are using, which is ink and colored pencil? How did you get to that? I see. Okay. So it was inspired by a cartoon you watched when you were younger, and when you saw the different brush strokes in ink during the introductory part of that show, that's when you started increasing your interest in using ink. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. That's very interesting. You know, I hadn't heard that perspective from too many of our candidates, so you are already standing out quite a bit for this school. That doesn't mean we're guaranteeing your entry just yet, but it is a lot to think about. Alright, let me speak with my associate again. Thank you. I had no idea they watched the show Sagwa on PBS Kids. I used to watch Sagwa on PBS Kids too, when they had that introductory song that goes up. Yeah, you remember all those characters that they had, all those cute little kitties in that bat? I think the bat was named Fufu or something. Yeah, and it's so good because it shows that they are heavily culturally humble and culturally educated, because the artists who are the most culturally humble tend to be Exactly. Yes, these are the quality candidates we are looking for the most. Hold on for a little bit, dear. Let me just take a bite of my snack. You've given us quite a lot to process. Oh, no, that doesn't mean you have to be silent, dear. Please keep talking. Interesting. And which other kinds of shows inspired you to get into ink? I see. Harold and the Purple Crayon. I guess I could see how that could go into your current medium of colored pencil. I do see now. Yes, indeed. Would you like a bite, by the way? No, not of this one. The apple's in the back. You want? Oh. Hey, Nancy. Can you get our candidate an apple? What kind of apple would you like, dear? We got Granny Smith. We got Delicious. We got Macintosh. We got Honeycrisp. Macintosh. Alright, that's coming right up. Okay, so, alright, anything else that you would like to share with us about the mediums you use? Okay, very interesting. Now, what about colors you use? As you know, dear, color, shape, tone, and style, and the placement of all those culminated, especially on paper, when placed strategically, can transcend the human condition, the human emotion, and go beyond telling the original story. So, could you tell me more about what kinds of colors you gravitate to and what kinds of styles you use with your art pieces? Okay, so certain combinations, so greens and yellows, okay. That goes very well with the Granny Smith apples and the golden apples, so you are right up our alley there. Pinks and yellows, interesting. And how did you come up with that sort of combination? Sunsets and bubblegum and lemonade. Fascinating. I see. That can give us wonderful memories of our childlike summer vacations, for sure. Alright, let me just speak to my associate again. Alright, this one is definitely up our alley. Not only do they have connections to different kinds of art pieces, but they know their stuff in terms of the colors and the shapes and the tones. I think we got a top candidate right here because they're more likely to. And it's even bringing out some more inner emotion. It's even healing my inner child. I never expected that to happen for a long time. I've been doing this profession for over 45 years, and never in my life through this profession, this high, prestigious, esteemed profession, have I ever gotten chills like this from any candidate. I think their career and future are quite promising for the best. Yes, this is a learning experience for both of us. Okay, darling. Alright, so Miss Nickelback, can you please show us some of the portfolios you have put together? Okay, thank you. Now, already I am quite intrigued with the style of your pages. I see the cover is quite colorful, quite nature inspired. Did you have a presence or influence of owls within your childhood, Miss Nickelback? Oh, owls were the favorite animal of your grandmother's? I see, and owls are indeed a universal sign and symbol of wisdom. So, I don't know if you had this in a genuine way or if it was meant to manipulate, but either way, I like it. Let me take a look here and see if these art pieces speak up to what you've been saying. After all, actions are louder than words always. Alright, so it looks like this one is made primarily with ink. It looks like a whole group of people here. I see a lot of smiling faces, but I can definitely see the variation in each of their expressions. Some seem genuinely happy, and in some you look deep into their eyes and you know there's something going on in the back of their head, but you're not really sure what, at least not yet. And I like it when artists have things that they leave hanging, because that can keep us wondering for all the days and nights, and sometimes the artists themselves don't even know, they just leave it up to interpretation. So this is quite interesting. Now, I notice you just used ink on this one, no trace of colored pencil. Could you give a further explanation on why? Okay, so just to give a little bit more of a focus. I see. Okay. Hold on for a moment. What do you think about this right here? I'm slightly underwhelmed. I was expecting this to have a little bit more of a pop of color, and if it was to be more in black and white, I would have wanted it to have something that brings a little bit more contrast. It seems a little bleak to me, but I could be wrong. Sometimes you are here as my partner and associate. So, what are some of your thoughts behind this piece? Okay, I see your point there. My only worry is that if this is advertised all over the world, some people might take it the wrong way and think it's... Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, but things are always changing, trends are always changing. I still see a little bit of potential, so hopefully we can see something more that is parallel with their words. Otherwise we might have to consider another candidate. Okay, so what are some other pieces you would like to share with us? This is indeed very nice, but I am curious to see some other pieces from you. Yeah, something with a little bit more color. Okay, so if I flip through these pages a little bit more here. Oh, interesting. All right. It looks like a man eating a peach. Is this the end? And I see a sunset. And I like how you did the water. You got some different kinds of tones and textures going on here. And this looks like a little bit of a statue. Could you explain a little bit more of this piece to us, please? What's its meaning? Okay. Oh, it's not a peach? What is it? Oh, it's a baby. Oh. Hold on for a minute. Do you see a baby? I still see a peach. Oh, you do? Where? Oh, that's its hand. Oh, and that's the head. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a baby or a peach because it was getting me hungry to eat some more apples and then you know how it is. I guess I'm just being a hungry girl. Okay, so this is wonderful. Now, what about this one on this side? It looks like a couple, and it looks like there's a lot of emotion going on right here, like something tragic has happened. Could you give me a little bit more context behind this story? It's really drawing me in. No pun intended, of course. Interesting. So there's a little bit of a contrast between the bright tones and the dark gray tones. Fascinating. Could you explain the story a little bit more to us? Uh-huh. Oh, dear goodness. And what was this piece inspired by? Did it just pop up in your head, or was there some kind of event? I see. Okay. So this is a story about strength and resilience through vulnerability. Gotcha. Very profound theme, Miss Nickelback. I think you are on to something. Let me just talk with my associate again and get their perspective. Yes, this is quite fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, I really like the contrast of the eyebrows, and you can even see they include some detail of the lashes and the necklace. It kind of reminds us of different kinds of jewelry pieces and how they can be quite influential and serve as something tactile when you might have some anxiety or are going through some kind of stressful experience, and others you can really see how it can tie between art and health, especially mental health, and other dimensions of wellness such as Excellent. Okay. This is all very wonderful, Miss Nickelback. Okay, so I'm starting to see a lot of potential here. Which other pieces do you have in mind that you would like to show us? As a matter of fact, not to interrupt, but you mentioned some pieces maybe more on the psychedelic side. I'm quite curious in seeing one of your psychedelic art pieces. We do have an emerging department here in the Society for Psychedelic Art and anything related to Hot Topic. So I am quite curious to see what you have to offer for us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. I see. All right, so this is the other book. This has your psychedelic card. All right, let me take a look. Rather, let us take a look. And how long have you been doing psychedelic art? 3 years? Okay, that is substantial enough, in our opinion. All right, so let me flip through here and see. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm seeing a lot of traces of yellow and green in this one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, some oranges and blues. What is this one? Yes, this one right here. Oh, it's a salad. Oh. Oh. Fascinating. Can you point out each of these pieces for us, these pieces of the salad, and how you came up with this conceptual art? Uh-huh. Oh, wow. I see. Oh, let me talk with my associate a little bit closely with this one. So what do you think about this following piece right here? I think this one is quite promising for art school. This is nothing like I've ever seen before in any of our candidates, and I think we have beyond a top candidate. And once they attend our school, I believe she can go across the moon and the stars. Yeah, I mean, look at how she put together each of these patterns. She's got, looks like some apple slices, which goes along with her snack. It's mirroring everything. Looks like we got some lettuce. We've got plenty of these different kinds of patterns. Looks like we got some onions. We got some berries. We got some bell peppers. We got the whole shebang, and even the basket that she's put together. I think this is the one. I think this is perfect for our art school. She's done it and more through her portfolio. Yes. And best of all, when she starts off with us, she'll be able to Yes, I agree. I agree. Okay, well, this is certainly very beautiful, Miss Charlene Nickelback. We definitely are running out of time, so we need to go ahead and conclude this interview. But we really appreciate you being here with us today, and we'll go ahead and review the rest of our feedback, and you will hear back from us within the span of a month, either with a letter thanking you for attending or a letter of renowned acceptance into our art school. And if we really like you, an acceptance letter, full ride. That's right. So, thank you so much for stopping by, Charlene. I'm going to talk with our associate a little bit more, but you are free to go, and make sure you take your apple with you. You're very welcome. Yes. Bye-bye now. Alright, so I think that went very well. We've definitely seen several things that are promising through Miss Nickelback's artwork. It is fresh, it is new, it has a whole combination of tones, patterns, colors, shapes, everything culminating to exactly. Okay, so I am good here. I appreciate your time being here. It looks like our next applicant will not be here until another hour. So until then, I'm going to be here reviewing our candidate's portfolio. You are free to take a break and walk around if you wish, or sneak in a nap. Oh yes, I'll be just fine right here. Of course. Alright, well, I will see you back here with me in an hour.